Alright, we are now live, baby. We're live. I'm gonna hop into one of those private VCs. Yo, Isuna, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream. We are now on Devblog 59. Yup. We've made it 59 devblogs into Evrima. Let's see what has changed this time around. Let's find out. Alright, so I'm going to start reading this really slowly until people start trickling in. Felipe, lead programmer. This month I've primarily been focused on the Elder system, which the current roster is having their curves put in for players who meet the requirements once they become an adult. We had to replace the growth curve system to allow more entries, which will help us to easily edit and balance normal and prime elders, but also allow even more expansions in the future if we want that. All the curves have been set up and the elders morphs targets are also functional. Okay. We will be setting up some UI systems and specific animations to use in the Elder stage, and after that it can go to QA for some balance testing. Okay, so they're actually making progress with Elders, which is nice. Rex Crush still had bug work to do, but it seems to have run out of edge cases that we can find, so it seems this will be ready almost directly after Trike's release. What do you mean after Trike's release? Is Trike just going to release into the main game? We'll see. Besides those bugs, I also worked on the human locomotion and traversal systems. The focus was to establish a base locomotion system to use, but in a way that we can easily maintain and continue to develop. Most importantly, we wanted to include features from Epic and support modding in the future. That's it for now. Okay, so they did some human stuff. Cool. Aerial programmer started a month with a bit more work on the climbing features of Herrera and Hypsi, which now also made it to QA testing and will be released alongside the Triceratops. Okay, not bad. So it looks like they're going to release Triceratops into the base game before Rex drops into Horde test. That's a very interesting way of doing things. I've also altered the Ceratopsian's thrash attack to make its activation much more strict on quick double clicks. So there should be far less accidental activations while still being able to quickly use it whenever desired. I honestly don't know about the double click control. I don't really like it, to be honest with you. It should just be a different button. Afterwards, I continued work on the Pteranodon's new takeoff and fixed some issues related to thermals and slipstreams. The end of my month has me starting on a feature that will provide a Pteranodon and other animals with a new and more interactive way to hunt small animals and fish, but it's still in early stages as of now. I like this. Pterosaurs need a bit extra. They need something to make them a bit more fun, because right now they're just a bit isolated from the game. I feel like you just kind of fly around, eat AI, and that's it. But if this gives us more interactability with other players, I think that would be more fun. Like maybe being able to grab like a small dinosaur off the ground as like a bigger pterosaur. Like that would be cool. Tapwing 2D artist. I've had more plants on my plate for this week. Okay, so this is just the plant stuff. I mean, this is stuff that we might be seeing in the near future here. And by near future, I mean like the next 3 years. Be honest. Hold up, let me check chat. I'm around some places, yeah. So we've got these weird looking redwood trees. Oh, wait a minute. Arbor burst concept for redwood. So this is a different type of redwood. I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, this one looks normal. This one just kind of looks weird. mean, it's cool though. It's cool. It probably has to do with the lore in some way. I think it would be fine. These would be cool trees to see in some spots. It wouldn't be too bad. Give it some extra color to the map. Wedge sound designer. This month I've been rounding out Triceratops' suite of sounds. The remaining adult sounds have been created, including sparring, which has been implemented, horns and all. Just wrapping up some attenuation and volume so these big brutes can be heard from afar when shoving one another around. Okay, that's cool. I have made my way through the majority of the juvenile Triceratops sounds, as well as with only its sparring and a few other erroneous sounds remaining. Okay, it's been quite the undertaking, but the Triceratops is very soon to be audio complete after some testing and quality of life passes over its sound suite. That's cool. Trike has been struggling with sound since the start of Word Test, and it's nice to see that they're getting somewhere with that. I have also added sounds to Hypsilophodon's new latched animations and made some improvements to the setup of the new foliage audio system. Oh, thank God. This foliage audio system, if you guys haven't played Hortest, every time you walk through a bush, it's just ear rape. Making more adjustments to the behavior that dictates how volume, the mix of layers, and attenuation scale with the speed and size of your dinosaur. Okay, this is much needed. Hypno QA lead. Ooh, this is what we want to see. This is the good stuff, guys. Chat, this is the good stuff, okay? QA, we already know we're in for something. Originally, our plan for the Horde test was to evaluate the Triceratops on its own, then the Tyrannosaurus, and finally both together. However, we've decided to skip directly to testing them both together following the release of the Triceratops to the Evrima branch. Okay, so we're getting Triceratops in Evrima in the next update without Rex, but they're both going to be in Horde testing together. I kind of like this. This adjustment is essential, as the additional stage was determined to be counterproductive given how long the initial testing has taken. It's been like 4 months, I think. 3 months, something like that. It's been a long time since Horde Test started. Like 3 months, I'd say. While we'll continue to refine them after their release, they need to be in a solid state at launch. Fair enough. QA has been busy this month, focusing primarily on the Triceratops, ensuring that all of its mechanics are functioning correctly with the existing systems. While it doesn't share the same ability as a Diabloceratops sparring, it weighs a heck of a lot more once it goes beyond its subadult phase. Meaning that we had to check that its interactions past this point made sense for an animal of that size. Fair enough. We're comfortable that the Triceratops is working as intended in our latest QA build, and we'll be prepping it for its official Evrima release, which we are aiming to have released sometimes next week. Okay, so we're getting Trike in the base game next week, which is pretty big, I'd say. That's pretty huge news. Unfortunately, though, Trike is just going to be almost unkillable on the main branch, I'd say, because we don't have any carnivores big enough to deal with it yet until Rex. But anyways, in other news, we're going to be sending this update with some other new features and quality of life changes, including the long-awaited Hypsilophodon climbing feature. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They're adding Hypsi climb in Evrima main branch? No way. They're putting this in main branch. No, am I reading this incorrectly? Either this is going to be in Horde test or it's going to be in main branch instantly. Hold up. Let's take a look at this. Give you guys top quality here. Oh, no way. Oh my god. The Hypsi's literally climbing. And it can jump? No way! No way. It's like Herrera now. What's even the point of this? What is even the point of all this? Oh my god. That's cool. That's cool. I can't lie, that's kind of cool. Acting almost like a hybrid between the Pteranodon latching and Herrerasaurus climbing systems, the Hypsilophodon is now capable of latching onto objects, but with the difference that it cannot move as freely as the Herrerasaurus can. This requires the Hypsi to have some consideration on where it's latching onto. Once latched, the player can jump and relatch to another point. This utilizes its charge jump ability and launching itself to even greater heights. Taking your time between jumps will preserve your stamina, and knowing which path to take during a vertical ascent are key. This feature is the foundation for us to expand on its other potential systems, such as being able to create nests within trees. Oh, this is huge. Hypsi nest in a tree would be kinda cool to see, I'm not gonna lie. Bars. Anyways, we're gonna continue. Kiss and Kitten producer. Okay, we're gonna be in for some nice juicy stuff here. Animations. She does all the animations. We've been toiling pretty hard getting the things properly in order with horde testing, which has been challenging and taking longer than we'd have liked it, unfortunately. Classic case of surprise bugginess. Yeah, I understand that. But we grabbed a shoe and went to work. Nice. The team is expanded, so there's new faces, internal shifts, various system mechanic interaction tweaks, overhauls, etc. So it has been quite busy. Many of those changes should roll out with the release of Triceratops, who's getting its missing sounds plugged in so we can get that oomph in there. Okay. It's a big animal with big bellows. There's still more to do yet, but now we've got more hands, or ears. Anyways. We've been making some combat changes here and there. A few more changes are recovery times on abilities that should allow you to respond in combat in ways more appropriate to the animal so you won't feel as stuck in certain instances. I kind of like this. Like that they're considering this. Those alterations will be doled out over time since we'll be going on a case-by-case basis, but we won't change all of those instances should they be placed there deliberately. But for the instances we agree are unintended and break the intended flow, we'll be looking into taking those shackles off, free up your movement a bit, and make some abilities interactions more responsive. Okay. The animation team has been crushing it. They're tearing through Avaceratops animations in record time. Really goes a long way when the dinosaurs behave, and the Avaceratops has been a gem to work with, but it won't have anything to do with their demeanor on the island. I'd be careful tangling with one. The animation team has also largely completed the non-unique animations for the baryonyx. Okay, this is good. So it will be entering its holding pen, awaiting its introduction into the island alongside the Osteoraptor, Allosaurus, and Kentrosaurus. I'm exceptionally proud of and impressed by their efforts, and they should be as well. I'm scrunch up some clips for you guys, give you a peek of the process. Checking it for Oviraptor, testing animation for Ovlet. Be good to each other, Toodles. Oh my god, guys, we're in for something here. Alright, so we got Avaceratops eating animation. Or, is that an eat? Yeah, that's an eating animation. It's gonna be picking things, okay. Still an eating animation. Grazing. Sniffing, I think. By the way, for you, those of you who don't know, Avaceratops is kind of small when it comes to ceratopsians. If you haven't played Legacy at all. It's going to be smaller than Diablo, for sure. Smaller than Tenno, probably. I had to take a sip of water there. Been reading too much. Alright, so what is that? Is that eating animation still? Yeah, that's eating. Okay, so it's eating off the ground. Like an item on the ground. This is it's picking it. Okay, so this is the G, grab animation, another one. This is the floor grab. Okay, so we have a digging animation. Oh, this is probably for when it's digging up roots in plants underground. Okay. What the heck is this? What the? What is this animation? What is it doing? Is that the crouch? Or the snip? What the frick is that? Okay. That's the bucking. Okay, wait. Either that's bucking or it's getting stuff off its eyes. No, that's not bucking. That's getting stuff off its eyes. It's shaking like Hypsilophodon spit off its eyes. That's the animation for that. That's just the turnaround. Okay, clean. That might be idle. That might be idle or sniffing. Can't really tell. Alright, some more digging, some more digging. That's probably the sniff animation, actually. Okay, what's this? Alt attack? Oh, wow, that looks ferocious. Oh, wow, dude, look at that. Yeah, yeah, okay. This is gonna be a rowdy one. Okay. I kind of like these, I'm not gonna lie. This looks like a stagger animation. It looks like it got hit by something. Oh, baryonyx. Oh, this is the good stuff. We got baryonyx. All right, so more underwater, so more water alt attacks. Okay. All right. I feel like we've already seen the water alt attack though. Yeah, it's not that much. Yeah, there's not that much left with it. Okay, so the walking. Yeah, this is a walking animation. Oh wow, that looks so nice. Oh, it's limping. This is when this is a back break. You see how its hand it's up like that? That's when it gets a back broken. Oh, that's cool. So they're suggesting that something in the game will be able to break Baryonyx's back, or at least at a certain size, because you know when you're smaller than Packy or like slightly bigger than it. You got Oviraptor here. All right, and that's the end of the devblog. They started working on the model. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. What are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking? All right, time to read chat. 2 dinos can kill Trike, probably. Sound design, yeah. Yeah, the sound design, they did a lot with that. So freaking tough, yeah. It can't climb as easily, just jump and cling. Yeah, I paid attention to that, yeah. It's still kind of OP though, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that it can jump between trees is OP. The point of Hypsi climbing is to give it options to escape predators, making it more viable. Yeah, but why would you need Hypsi to be more viable than it already is? I mean, I feel like bushes are enough to give it enough cover, right? I want to blind some Herreras. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, Hypsi climb and blinding Herreras is going to be something that's going to be very fun to do. Just as cool. Oh, good point, Paleo. Ava's peak. Terrors control the weather. I'm very hyped as well. Losa, Turkin, yeah. Trike next week is crazy. Could be very bad due to no Rex. Could also be fun as an Omni hunting small Trikes. We will see. Of course we will. I honestly, with the way I feel like things are going, seeing Trike in the base game is kind of gonna suck, especially considering mix packs. I feel like Trike is just gonna suck because of that. I want Rex. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna be honest though. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I think we're getting Rex this week. I just have that feeling. Because, I mean, if we go back up here. Holy crap. Just go all the way back up. Like, if you go to QA, like if Trike is gonna be official Evrima release next week, like that means Rex is going into Horde test. That's the only thing it could mean. I feel like, right? I feel like that's the only thing it could mean, right? Like, there's no way we don't get it. There's no way. I don't know. I mean, I only streamed this for the devblog. If you want me, honestly, if you guys want to see me stream, like, playing the game at some point, I might do it. But I think for now I might just end the stream because the whole purpose was to just check out the devblog, and we're nearing the 20-minute mark here for what I'd like a devblog stream to be. So on that note, I will be calling it a night, and I'll see you folks in the Horde test, and have a great one. And I hope you're all